almost 20 minutes.
Va salute. This is Troy Pacelli of Last Call, and I'm just here to let you know that the following live stream is rated R for adult language, highly inappropriate jokes, and oh, who the are we kidding? We have no idea what is going to come out of Gorilla's mouth. Viewer discretion is advised.
Through the fire, through the fight, soldiers march into the night. On my honor, steel and lead, brothers walking where angels tread. Fly, wild geese, across the sky. No retreat, no last goodbye. Through the battle, through the pain, we will rise and fight again. Gunfire echoes, deals are made. Loyal hearts are torn and frayed. But when the smoke begins to clear, only courage drowns the fear. Fly, wild geese, across the sky. No retreat, no last goodbye. Through the battle, through the pain, we will rise and fight again. Though the world may turn away, legends live another day. Wild geese never fade nor die. They ride the storm and touch the sky. Fly, wild geese, across the sky. No retreat, no last goodbye. Through the battle, through the pain, we will rise and fight again. Gunfire echoes, deals are made. Loyal hearts are torn and frayed. But when the smoke begins to clear, only courage drowns the fear. Look, fly, wild geese, across the sky. No retreat, no last goodbye. Through the battle, through the pain, we will rise and fight again. Though the world may turn away, legends live another day. Wild geese never fade nor die. They ride the storm and touch the sky.
And hello, everyone, and welcome to another to a Gorilla review where we are reviewing the Wild Geese. With me, I got PvP. How are you doing?
Oh, pretty good, Gorilla. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm starting to get sick, but nothing I can do about that.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I just want to let people know I actually have not seen this movie. I came on because I thought it was a watch party, and then Gorilla reminded me it's just a review. So I'm just going to sit here and basically listen to what Gorilla's review is and throw in an occasional comment, I suppose. So.
Yeah. No, yeah. So we're going to start out here. They got this one song here. I was like, all right. But the intro took forever.
Yeah. I wouldn't play too much of this because you'll get.
Yeah, I know. I'm just giving a taste of what it is. So
I remember Joan Armatrading. Actually, she was pretty popular back then.
Yeah. Then we got all they're showing this here. The plane. He's taking off on a plane. Blah blah.
General Faulkner, you're late. Sorry. We felt it better if your visit to this country wasn't recorded by immigration.
Oh, so they came through the southern border. Nothing? Okay. But anyhow, yeah, they didn't want him on record that he's coming, so they detoured his plane. There.
Sorry, I just had to mute for a second there.
Oh, so you did not hear my witty joke? I see how it is.
Yeah, I heard it. I just was
Mm.
coughing.
But
So Richard Burton is in this, eh?
yeah, guess who else is in it?
I know I read the cast, but I can't remember.
I'll give you a hint.
glimpsed
Oh,
that.
the pain! The pain! Oh, the pain! My poor little Bach.
Really? What's his name? That played Dr. Smith is in this?
Yeah, Richard Harris.
Richard Harris didn't play Dr. Smith. You're thinking
God,
You're thinking of Jonathan Harris.
Oh, shoot! No wonder I like wait, he was in here. So which one was Richard?
Okay,
Richard Harris.
I don't think Jonathan Harris would be commando material somehow.
Now, I know I heard the name Richard Harris before. Now, where?
Richard Harris is was a very famous British actor. Yes, I'll point him out to you when he comes on screen, girl.
Oh, the Count of Monte Cristo.
He did tons of stuff.
Yeah, let's see the Count. He was Albus Dumbledore. That's where I'm thinking of. I got him. So I got Jonathan Harris who played Dr. Smith mixed up with Richard Harris who plays Dumbledore.
That's right. Very different. Very different actor. I guess Dumbledore is probably his last role, wasn't it?
He died right after the Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah, there you go.
No,
Yeah,
but I don't think that was his last role, though.
I don't know. Let's see. What other show?
No, the Pearl. The Pearl was his last role.
Okay. I'm just looking at his movies here. I see that, yeah, I remember that film. 1967, he played King Arthur in a movie called Camelot. And that was really good. That was really good. Well, it was kind of like, the Arthurian legend stuff, but it was a musical, if you can believe it or not. But it was good. It was actually good. And Harris was actually a good singer in that. I remember. I enjoyed that movie. I actually think I saw it at the theaters. God, I must have been like 9 or something when I saw that. Jeez.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good movie. A lot of these other ones I don't recognize.
All right, good. I got someone who knows a lot, who knows the background information on this. Welcome, Mikey.
Hey, Mikey.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Hey there.
Yeah, this is it's like it's during the war, and it's a nice spy plot film too. It's really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's what war?
World War II.
Was it?
Or
Actually,
I thought it could be the Cold War. It could be the Cold War.
Yeah, I was gonna say Cold War, because this was not no World War.
Well, isn't this set in Rwanda? Like I read a basic plot synopsis.
I thought Zimbabwe. I thought
Zimbabwe. Okay, but I don't think Zimbabwe was ever a part of World War II. It's too far south, right?
Yeah, because I thought they were trying to get in. The guy was trying to get into South Africa. One of the guys was trying to get into South Africa.
Okay. Well, they filmed it in South Africa, which at that time was under apartheid, so it was very controversial when they filmed there.
Okay, if this is the one we're looking at, this one had Roger Moore in it.
Roger Moore's in it, yeah.
And Richard Burton and Richard Harris.
Yeah. By the way,
Yeah.
Richard Harris in 1992 had a big year. He did Patriot Games. Remember that one with Harrison Ford?
Yes, he did.
And he did Unforgiven with Clint Eastwood the same year, playing English Bob, which was another great movie.
All right, just a sec. Hey, Cam, welcome. There you go. What's up, guys? Richard Harris is a legend. This is a good B, solid B. And it's can't stay. Got business to see, to have fun. Thank you for coming in, Cam or C4. This is 60s, 70s Mercenary Wars in Africa. So
it's from 19. Yeah, so the movie's from 1978, rated R. The basic plot, it says, is a British banker hires a former British Army colonel turned mercenary to parachute into Africa with his team and rescue a deposed president of a southern African nation from the hands of a corrupt dictator. That's a good film, good action plot. But it only got it's funny. It's got 15,000 people seen it, and only gets a 6.8 out of 10. I don't understand that. I gave this a really high A- because the first time I saw it, I thought it was a really great action film.
It wasn't popular though, because when I looked on Wikipedia, the budget was close to 12 million, and it only made back like 9 or 10.
Right, so
It was a bomb. It basically bombed at the box office. So
sort of, yes.
And it's got mixed reviews. Like, I read a bit of Roger Ebert's review, and it was really not kind. Go and take a look at Roger Ebert's review of this film. Not nice. Roger was showing his cranky side when he wrote that review.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, well, get your ass up here then. If you're gonna don't swipe my arm, just get your ass up here. Damn lazy ass.
Anyway, this is almost 2 hours and 15 minutes long, so let's get through this thing.
Yeah, we're gonna get through this here. So anyhow, they get there, they bring him in. They want this guy out here, that Richard
Richard Burton. Richard Burton.
He plays Colonel Alan Faulkner there. Do
you guys think that? Do you guys think that? I think Richard Burton's getting a little too old to be playing commandos in this movie.
I was gonna get to that here in a little bit here, because I wanted to point something out here.
Sure.
But anyhow, they get him in there, go with the first class ticket and outside check for $2,000. That's would you go meet with someone for that?
£2,000, so it would be worth more than dollars probably, but pound is generally more pricey than our dollars.
So it means that it'd be worth less than our dollar.
No, it'd be worth your dollar would be worth less than a pound, I'm guessing. Generally the British pound is pretty high up there in value as far as currencies go.
So Gorilla, if you want to look it up, what would £2,000 be worth in today's money, for US dollars?
You'd have to look at it in 1970s though, right? Because that's when the movie
for a comparison, right?
Yeah.
Someone's down below. Hey Jim, how's it going?
Hey Jim.
Hey Jim.
Hey, what's up? I had to turn the mad damn. I was on. I'm doing good. Can't. Uh-oh. Y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. I was on the phone, so I shut off the mic, so I'll turn it back on.
All right, so basically what... So 2000... So... 2000... So basically got $12,000 check. It's $11,958.28 from 1978.
Wow. That doesn't seem like a lot of money to go save a guy.
No. That's just to get him to come there. That's only to get him to come there.
Right. That just doesn't seem like a lot, though.
And we got an alien on board.
Yeah. We're come after that Mikey Stu 4.
Yeah. So
we did experiments on him, and he got well. We got to get more experiments on him to find out what happened.
Yeah. All right. So we got. So we got him. He's offering him.
Look.
I bet you that's just colored water, wasn't it? Though.
Well, knowing
know-
Rich, Jim, mute yourself, please.
That's
Wow.
a burping sound, you
That
ding
was
ding.
loud. That was loud, man. Knowing Richard Burton, I wouldn't be surprised it was actually real whiskey in that glass because Sir Richard did like his booze quite a bit.
Yeah.
In fact,
Yeah,
he
but
was
if you didn't want him to get
quite
drunk on
notorious.
set, which, well, PvP, don't forget, if they didn't want him to get drunk on set, they had to distill it a little bit. You know, they had to water it down a little
Oh,
bit.
I'm sure that it was probably just tea or something, but
Yeah. Because he was notorious for getting drunk.
oh yeah, he liked his sauce. Yeah,
He
that's
loved
probably
it.
why. That's probably why him and Elizabeth Taylor got divorced a couple of times and married a couple of times, and that probably has something to do with it. I'm guessing.
Yeah. So anyhow, yeah.
Please, feel free with my whiskey.
No, I didn't do that tone and then you go real really there. With
Ah, buddy.
But he has a good response here.
Have it.
Oh, oops. Yeah. So basically, what happened is he tells the story that he just something happened there. But anyhow, yeah, why is the panel so quiet today?
Well, it looks like Jim and Mikey are muted for one thing.
On the mattress.
Well, you told me to mute myself.
I was finishing lunch.
Well, just when you're belching.
That was a sound machine, ding ding.
It sounded pretty real.
All right. So anyhow, what happened is that they faked the heart attack. They diverted the plane and they got the guy off of him. So this asshole couldn't pick him up.
Oh, that's actually the guy you're talking about, right? You think you recognized him, PvP? I think you're talking about Stuart Granger. He plays Sir Edward.
That's the guy. Yeah, Stuart Granger. Yeah, that's
Stuart
him.
Granger. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a pretty distinguished actor too, right?
Oh yeah, he was good. Yeah. Yeah, he did a lot of like Granger did a lot. I think he was Bridge on the River Kwai, if I'm not mistaken. I thought he was in that film.
I'm
Hey
not
Lisa.
sure.
Hey Lisa. Lisa's here.
Hey, Travel with Lisa, welcome. We're
Hey,
just
Lisa.
reviewing the Wild Geese here.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so anyhow,
Both these guys are from England, so Lisa would know about this film.
Yeah,
that's
so-
great right there.
so anyhow, they gotta go rescue this guy here before that they execute him and scatter his ashes there because apparently this guy is some big he was the president of the country. Apparently, it's going through a coup right now. Oh, they call it Zembala. So they made a fake African nation.
Yeah, I guess they pretty well would have to do that. Yeah.
But,
Well-
isn't that what they call a coup d'etat? I think that's what.
Yeah, a coup.
Well, there were a lot of military coups going on in Africa back in the 70s, was there not? It seems like it was pretty active back then.
Yeah, Djibouti, I think, is like one of those that went through a similar coup, and some of the West African nations went through some riotous coups.
Well, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Well, we all know about the Rwanda situation, but that was years later. That was after the 70s were over. But basically, Africa was kind of a powder keg of military governments and all kinds of crap going on back then.
Oh, here it comes.
What?
Freezing rain. We're getting freezing rain.
Whoa.
No, lucky you.
Oh, fun, fun.
If you know who he is, the mafia has a contract out on him, and if they get to him,
Hey, Sorcerer Dan.
Yeah. So, Hey, sit down and let's see. Guys always liked Richard Harris. There, sit down. So basically, they're using the blackjack woman. They're trying to get information on her. Apparently, there's a stairway behind the men's bathroom there. So they go up there. There they run into this guy.
Yeah, there he is. Well, we all became more familiar with Richard Harris when he did Harry Potter, right? He did those first couple films as Dumbledore before he died.
Oh, I remember him from films like Camelot in the 1960s, Mikey.
Oh yeah, Camelot was awesome.
I saw that in the theater. I must have been like 9 when I saw it.
My dad took me there. They were doing the reboot of it or brought it back.
Oh yeah,
re-release. Yeah, when they revised it.
Yeah,
Panasonic.
It was great.
Back then when they had like the those big theaters, where you can walk in there and watch have the big velvet robe and curtains and everything, and they did everything in
theaters back then.
Yeah.
Theaters back then were elaborate. Yeah.
All right. So anyhow, these assholes show up. They're trying to get him out there. And this is the only 2 things this guy needs: a grenade and a pistol. That's all he believes in. So yeah, they come. So they're coming in there to take him out. Apparently, they found it. They found out more quickly how to get their room there. So they start shoot the door open. I can't play too much of the scene because of YouTube guidelines. But anyhow, he throws a grenade into the room there. He takes out 2 guys, and the rest of them flee. They find out they beat the cocktail waitress on them for the information, and she apparently tried to send him to the wrong room, but. Yeah. Oh, damn, this is going a little slow for me. Let's see. Oh, just people saying hello to each other. Man. Yeah, so apparently now they're deciding a plan. They're going to get a group together. They're all going to parachute out plan out of a plane there, make their way to a compound that has a barracks of 200 people in it there with guard towers on an open field there. So very wide open. They're hard to penetrate. To go rescue this president guy, right? They got 3 hours to drop out, go in, get him out, and get to an airfield where a plane's supposed to land to pick him up. That's the whole plan.
And of course, it all goes shit.
Well, just wait. Yeah, they'll depressurize it a couple minutes before the jump and stuff. Blah blah blah. Yeah, they even put it on the map here. Zembla. Was there an actual country named Zembla back in the 70s and 70s? I know a lot of things changed names over the years.
Not that I'm aware of. No, I don't believe so. I think it's a made up name, actually, Gorilla.
Well, let's go. Well, there's the Marine Zembla.
Well, I was right that they filmed most of it in South Africa. There was one place called Messina. There's another one called Chipis, Limpopo. There is one called Transvaal, which is the Messina border region. Yeah. Swaziland, that's the training camp scene.
Yeah, there were actually anti-apartheid protesters that picketed the film outside the theaters when it came out.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. Well, they were in a, like I said, the name of the town is called Chipisi. It has a T at the beginning, so I guess the T is silent. But it was called a Forever Resort. That's where the actors and the crew had accommodations, and yeah, they had protesters in front of their building. Every day, I guess.
What were they protesting?
Well, South Africa was under
apartheid.
Apartheid.
Yeah, but weren't these guys kind of taking out apartheid?
Well, they're trying to get someone out of the situation, but
No. But
I guess,
we're talking in the real world, not the film. Like
right.
the real
But,
world, there were protests because
Yeah.
they didn't think people should be filming movies in an apartheid state like South Africa.
right.
So
They put it in a bad light.
it was
Right. Right.
well, it's just like a lot of musical acts would boycott, and the ones that did play there, they got a lot of controversy thrown at them too, right?
Yeah. Well, the problem with a lot of these protests, though, is that people nitpick which human atrocities they want to complain about, because nobody gives a shit what's going on in Congo as long as you have your cell phones. No one gives a shit about what's going on in Xinjiang, China. No one. What's the other one? Malabar, maybe, or Malaysia, where they've been going through a civil war there for how many years? How many people cared about what happened in Cambodia in the 70s? How many people care about what's going on in a lot of African nations right now?
Well, the thing was, though, places like Cambodia were dictatorships.
Yeah.
South Africa went through the motions of having elections. They, they tried to present themselves as a democratic country, and yet written in their laws under apartheid, it basically made every black, citizen, basically almost less than human, right? The way they could treat them. I mean, they would just shoot black people down in the streets if they got out of hand too much. Like there were protests, and I remember there were protests where they just slaughter people. The white government, right? And it was a pure racist state. It really was an ugly thing, and I remember for years listening to the media talking about reports on what happened in South Africa. It was a bad government, and I was very glad when apartheid finally crumbled, because it was a very unjust police state, basically.
Yeah. Well, what makes that different than North Korea?
Well, the thing is, North Korea, once again, that's a dictatorship, so there's very little you can do about North Korea. But with South Africa, since it wanted to present itself as a democracy, and it wanted to, have trade with the rest of the world, and it was like, if you were a white person, you could go there on a holiday, like the cast of this movie did, and stay at a nice resort, which catered to well-off white people.
Yeah.
But black people just basically got treated like shit, and then they were living in ghettos and tin shacks, and it was just a very unjust society. And I'm surprised it lasted as long as it did, actually. And it was extremely unpopular in the 70s. If you were there, Gorilla, you'd understand what I'm talking about. I get a little bit worked up even thinking about it, because it's something I don't think about very often because it's so long in the past now. But it was a very ugly scene back then, and most people were very much against what was going on in South Africa.
Yeah, at BVP, there was a lot of bands that said they wouldn't perform there.
Most bands wouldn't. There were a few, I think, that did, and they got a lot of heat and flack for it. So yeah. Anyway, let's get on with the film. Like, enough about South Africa. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. So yeah. So basically, they're gonna explain it right here.
Or they'd be asleep.
That's simple, Just usually that simple.
And I love the expression. That's good. That's hilarious. And they're looking at him like, cyanide gas canisters. Wow, you're really hardcore there, dude.
Do you intend to kill them?
I'm thinking of that phrase, the best laid plans of mice and men.
Well, that's part of the fun of these kind of movies where they plot out the military strategy, and then it all goes sideways, right?
You think of a better way? The UN will go mad. Not if we get Limbani out. General Ndofa won't say a word. Otherwise, he's got too much explaining to do to his own people. You see, he told them that Limbani was dead, remember? And our objective is to get Limbani out.
Now, I got a question here. Why would they keep him alive?
He must have a lot of information. That's the only reason I can think of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Some
really
insider information about the country or about politics or some other thing.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's supposed to be a secret mission, right? So, I mean, it's obviously has something to do with information.
Yeah.
Quite right. All right, fair enough. £100,000 for you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Hmm.
Oh, damn it. Where were we? Like 28 minutes in?
What happened?
That's one thing I hate about this one here, is it always does that.
Jumps. All right, PvP.
Yeah. So,
I mean, but Gorilla, if you look at these 5 gentlemen, do they look like they're old? Do they look like they're too old? They couldn't do a mission like this?
I was going to talk to that once we see the whole group. I want to talk about that then.
Yeah. Right.
All right, so.
Pounds for you. 50,000 for Janders. 30,000 for each of the other officers. 20,000 for each of the NCOs and the RSM. 10,000 for each of the enlisted men. And 1/2 of these amounts if the mission fails. That's absolutely outrageous.
My sentiments exactly. You sign here.
He didn't protest much.
No, don't protest. Oh, by the way, Gorilla, you want to hear something ironic? Suzanne brought home some homemade burgers and things, and one of the things we're having for dessert is banana bread.
All right.
We must have thought of you because it's so ironic. Yeah, you know.
All right.
You and your bananas, and we're having banana bread. I just thought it was hilarious.
Banana bread's good, man. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
I love banana bread.
Yeah. So now he's going in to recruit this asshole because he used to be a drill sergeant.
Yeah.
Budget. I don't think so. I think we better talk out here. Tell me, how's your retirement going?
So basically, he's the best age she's ever known.
Too old?
So he got recruited there. So now they're meeting up again. It's basically all set up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now found out this guy wants to get the fuck out of Britain there. He wants to go back to South Africa. Well, I might have a way to get you back there. You just got to come do this here, blah blah blah.
So that must be the actor Hardy Kruger to his right, to Moore's right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But hey, in this picture here, does he not look a little bit like William Shatner?
Yes.
No, I'm not quite seeing it. I don't know.
I'm seeing it.
I'm not seeing it.
No, I'm not either.
All right, anybody in the chat, does he not look a little bit like William Shatner there? Just this photo here, this still here. I can see it.
I'd have to really stretch my imagination to see it, Gorilla. I gotta be
The
honest.
hairdo's all wrong.
Yeah, there's no way Captain Kirk would wear that hat.
Well, look just at the face.
I'm still not seeing it. I'm sorry. He looks like Roger Moore to me.
I don't know. He's giving off more of his Bond persona in this. Obviously, he's got that look of Bond.
I don't know.
I don't know. I see it looks similar to Captain Kirk here, but
I just don't see
guys, talk amongst yourselves here. I'll be right back.
Talk amongst yourselves here.
I'm a squeaking and a filing. Nah, he don't look like Captain Kirk to me. No way.
No. Because I was actually watching a Star Trek review before I came on Gorilla's panel here.
Mm-hmm.
Because a nice young lady called Bunny Tails reacts. She has a reaction channel, and she was doing Turnabout Intruder today. Because she's been going through all of TOS, and she's only got one more to go after this because all the fans wanted her to do Turnabout Intruder and then save all our yesterdays for the final watch, because I guess a lot of people think Turnabout's a pretty bad episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was watching, and, so yeah, he does not look like Shatner.
So Connie says the hair is definitely off. Looks similar to Shatner. Don't see it.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
you're outvoted.
I think at this point when you
this is a dictatorship on the stream. Nobody can outvote me. It's a 99 to 1 vote.
What about if I give you like a $2 super chat? Can I outvote you then?
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah, I'm easily bribed.
Oh man.
Hey, I'm a cheap bastard, just not a free bastard. So
you guys noticed
there's a $2 hooker joke there somewhere, but I'm not going to make it.
I was going to notice. I wonder if you guys noticed something in the last scenes where Roger Moore didn't say much in the room. There's a reason for that. He said that it was a request. He said he wanted to have fewer lines in the room with Richard Burton and Richard Harris. His reasoning was, you don't seriously expect me to act against these guys.
Yeah. And hey, Larry, how's it going?
Nothing much.
Hey, Larry.
How you guys doing? What are you guys going?
Doing okay.
Good.
Look, Larry, it's James Bond between two films.
Two films?
Yeah. He's playing a different character in this. This was in between The Spy Who Loved Me and Moonraker. He did this film.
Interesting.
Yeah. Wild Geese.
I thought you were playing some Daniel Craig movie or something.
No.
No one's paid me enough to review a Daniel Craig movie. You know, if I get a big enough super chat, I'll review a Daniel Craig movie.
Right.
Another $2.
All right, just don't ask for the Golden Compass. It's not one of his better films. Just don't ask for that one.
What's that?
I'm just warning you.
Yes.
All right. So here we'll talk about it because we're getting all these recruits. You know, this is supposed to be the special ops elite commando group that they're assembling here. But yet they get a bunch of old fucks out there. I should say that quite that way. They get a bunch of old guys who are past their prime.
Young fucker.
Yeah.
Young fucker.
Okay.
I do see Gorilla's point though. Like I pointed out early on, that Richard Burton is just getting a little too long in the tooth for a role like this. Really.
Oh,
no, I can see an older gentleman there. They're leading the group, but yet you're recruiting like these people here, like this guy here. He has to be in his 50s, 60s here. This guy here, somewhat reasonable. Though,
really have a token black man in the movie. Come on.
Within the acceptable range. Experience, you name it, I've had it.
That's
why. You cannot afford a haircut. That's a great line.
Righty then.
Yeah, I'll wait for it.
How do you feel about working in Africa?
I don't care where it is, sir, except Switzerland. Neatness scares the shit out of me. And since I see Mr. Gender sitting over there, I know we're not going up against any sweet and kindly group. Thank you, Jesse. Yes, sir.
Yeah. I love that line.
You know what I'm hoping for to say, Gorilla, is dynamite. Let's go fight.
Available and hungry.
You're hired.
So 20
20 pounds back then.
20 pounds, 1978.
Yeah.
That'd be so basically it's $120 haircut.
Holy shit.
Holy fuck.
Does the haircut come with a happy ending or something?
Yeah, it must.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It must.
I hope she had big tits.
She must give you a trim while you're getting some trim, if you know what I mean.
Well, you know how they love those black men.
That would be an unique experience, though. Like, yeah, wow. To have a couple of things happening while you're getting your hair done.
Yeah, right. I'm going to go on my computer, so I'm going to bug out of here and meet you on the computer.
Okay,
All right.
Okay.
All right, Larry.
Bye, Larry. Take care.
Bye.
See you soon.
So then we got this guy here who needs to lose a little weight to be a commando.
Yeah, plus he
He
said
gets tired.
he was an undefeated. He said he was an undefeated regimental middleweight champion 6 years running. Son.
Yeah. So
work on your body, dude.
yeah, but we got all these people here. They're way past their prime to be going to commando raids.
Yeah, they're all at least 10 years past it. I think. I mean, I could see it if they were going on some light military duty, but hardcore commando action, these guys don't look like they're fit enough, or they really don't.
I know.
Even Roger Moore, who's the only passively one that looks in decent shape, because of course he's playing Bond back then, but I mean, I could kind of believe Roger going into action, but the rest of them, not so much.
It'd be more believable if they're all in like their like around 30, you know, where they got military experience but still in their prime.
Yeah.
Well, I think in the real world, most commandos would be in their 20s and 30s, right?
Yeah.
Be like in special ops or whatever. And I could see maybe in an exceptional situation like this, it seems to be, maybe they would recruit some guys in their 40s if they were extremely experienced. You know, if they had a record of great success in all their previous missions, I could see them, you know, recruiting some 40-something guys, you know, if they were still in good shape, right? But past that, I mean, once you're like hitting your 50s, it's like, I just can't believe it. I really can't.
Yeah. Well, I read a little bit and said that Richard Burton was 51 years old when he did this film.
And he looks even older, I think.
Yeah, I know. And
well, that's also the problem with a lot of these like 70s and 80s movies, and even into the 90s. There's like, we're supposed to believe that this person here is like 16 years old, and they look like they're 30. You know, or they got some like someone's supposed to be like 25, and they look like they're 40.
Yeah, I don't know. Yes.
I noticed that a lot in like a lot of the older movies there.
Yeah, and PvP, you and I, we were just talking about people that refused to do any movie in South Africa during the apartheid.
Yep.
Michael Caine was chosen to be one of the characters in this, and he turned it down because of apartheid.
Yeah, well, see, some actors, you know, they have an ethical standard they won't cross.
Integrity, yeah.
Or even if they want to get canceled.
Well, I can understand why Caine would say nope, sorry, not for me. Because remember, I mean, by these actors, you know, agreeing to, you know, sign a contract and work in South Africa, they are in effect, you know, lending credence and support to the apartheid regime, and a lot of people would frown on that back then.
For sure.
You know.
Yeah.
So anyhow, he has to tell him that no, he has to go away for a while. You're not going on the skiing trip, but he'll make it up to you. He'll be back in like 3 weeks. Blah blah blah. He's like, I understand it. He promises he'll explain it to him later when he's older.
He says, "I'll be back in 3 weeks." The part he left out was in a box, at least according to Gorilla.
Yeah.
So anyhow, then they're flying. They're all Her Majesty's soldiers, but they're flying these planes wherever the heck they're supposed to be.
I didn't realize Richard Burton suffered so much. They said he suffered from severe back pain, and in April 1981, a few years later, he was hospitalized with liver and kidney problems, and his entire spinal column was found to be coated in crystallized alcohol.
Holy, oh no!
Holy fuck! That poor guy. I guess
Well,
it's
he liked his he liked his grandpa's cough syrup.
No shit. Yeah, that's wow. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, even Canadian Spider-Man says it's a great movie. Hey, Canadian Spider-Man.
Hey, Spidey, how's it going? I got the link at the top if you want to join along. Okay, so it's has hi to Spidey here. So we get this scene here.
Yeah.
Those of you who don't, we're in for a great big fucking surprise.
Yeah.
Nice, 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 nice.
Do not
Like
talk.
the berets, man.
Oh God. Actually, they do look a little more prepared when they're all suited up. I gotta say.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You do can expect
those
an
berets are
infinitely more horrible time than they care to remember. Any man here steps out of line, and I will kill him stone dead. It will not worry me in the slightest. There are no Queen's regulations here. And when I say jump, you ask how high. Do I make myself clear?
And everybody just silent, like, I don't want to answer that, sir.
It's little when he was going for his tea.
Yeah. So basically, now they're starting running.
Yeah.
Just basic training drills.
So is this a mock-up that they built out in the middle of the desert there of the compound they're going to break into?
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a mock training ground of the compound. Yeah.
So yeah, they got to run, then drop, then get up and run.
Yeah.
Ticket home. My money to buy a farm. Nothing else. So I'll be killing for me and...
Yeah, all right, so enough pissing off the YouTube censors there.
So basically, this guy's a mercenary, and played in.
They're all mercenaries. They're all mercenaries.
Oh, yeah, but this is a mercenary that has no moral, game in this. He doesn't give a crap one way or another about anything except, collecting those dollars at the end of the mission, right?
Yeah. No moral compass.
Yeah, where the other guys, I think they have a range of emotion. The other guys on the team, right?
Right.
Well, they're all doing it for the money.
Well, yeah, but I think some of them maybe have other motives underneath, right? I do kind of like his character, though. It's kind of refreshing. It's like I don't care about any of these people. I'm only here so I can go buy a farm.
Yeah.
But obviously, the guy they're trying to extract safely is probably, I'm guessing, a good guy that is, a resistance force against the thugs and the terrorists. Thugs, killing people. He's probably a good guy. That's probably why they want to rescue him, right? He's probably like the guy that could run the country if he had a chance.
He was a president.
Okay, well then he was the legitimate government, and then he got the coup d'etat that kicked his ass out. So
yeah.
Yeah, the demonstrations we were talking about was one of the major ones was when the movie premiered in London, and people were upset because they filmed it in South Africa. So
yeah, yeah, it was apartheid was very unpopular by the late 70s. Very unpopular.
Oh, absolutely terrible. Yeah.
Yeah. I still remember that when Peter Gabriel wrote that Biko song, right?
Yeah, right.
Great song. Fabulous song.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they can't afford They're doing the Tucker roll ring and.
Oh God.
I don't remember this scene.
Get him.
Did South Africa drive on the wrong side of the road like Britain?
I'm not sure, but they could drive on the other side of the road. They are. Were they? Was South Africa? No, they weren't Commonwealth. Were they South Africa?
Wow.
No, I'm not sure because they did have some ties with Britain originally, did they not?
Well, the British created they had a trading post at the Great Horn of Africa. They're very southern tip of South Africa because this was before the Suez Canal. That was a major stop because they had to take the long way around
Right.
the trade with Europe and the Indian Ocean countries.
You're talking pre-World War I, then, are we?
The Suez Canal was built in the 50s. So was the Panama Canal, if I remember correctly.
What was the canal in Lawrence of Arabia? Because that was taking place during World War One.
That was the Suez Canal?
No. Suez Canal. No. All right. I'll fact check it here.
Oh, I'm sure the Suez Canal is older than that.
Yeah. Lisa said they left the Commonwealth in 1961.
There we go. All
right. Construction began in 1859, girl.
Oh, wait.
Construction began 165 years ago. So I remember Lawrence of Arabia was taking place during the First World War. That's before fucking Britain and France and all those fucking Western powers carved up the Middle East and created all the problems we still have.
Yeah.
Because they divided the land among people that were never countries to begin with at that time. And it's all been screwed up since then. Yeah, it was completed in 17th November, 1869.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys also knew this, but the actor Hardy Kruger actually did serve with the Germans in 1944. He was with what they called the Nibelungen, and he got captured by U.S. troops.
Lucky thing for him that he went on to a great acting career.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, some people have charmed lives, do they not?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, let's face it. You're fighting for Uncle Adolf, and most of you end up dead, and not even buried in some wasteland somewhere. But old Kruger, he gets captured and goes on to have a great, brilliant career in Hollywood or whatever, right? So
yeah.
But the Suez Canal is 155 years old, Gorilla. So it was very, very important during World War I. Because I remember Lawrence of Arabia. That's where I get history from some of the movies, right? Even though it's not always accurate, but I think Lawrence, it was pretty accurate because one thing they wanted to do was keep the canal open during that movie, right? So
right.
Anyway, back to the movie.
All right. So.
Crazy old lady relative of Barney's had a vision that he'd risen from the dead and it spread through the tribe like the mumps. It's made Nadofa very nervous. Wants to get this thing over fast. Now, Barney's being delivered tomorrow night. We'll be there 4 hours later. That's splendid.
So, do you imagine it's to strike all three when they take their suit time, dude?
Yeah. And he's got to line it up, too.
Now, if they're smart, they will have this electrified. So when he goes to, he just be when they go to do that,
Did you guys ever see that video of the guy that electrified his Trump sign?
I've heard about it.
I watched it. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. One of the Harris supporter goes to rip the Trump sign out of the ground and he gets fried. I mean, it doesn't hurt him, but he's like, whoa! And he jumps back because he gets a good shock, right? It's very funny, actually.
Well, the guy got tired of replacing his signs. He had like 20 of them stolen.
Well, you shouldn't mess with any election sign, even if I don't agree with your candidate. I wouldn't. I'm not going to touch your sign. You know, that's just not right. Got to respect democracy, even though I criticize the people I disagree with. I still say they have a right to do what they're doing, even if I think it's stupid. So, do we see the guy get shot with the arrow? Come on, I want to see the guy get shot.
Yeah, I can't. I'm trying to avoid that because of YouTube censors.
Oh, damn censors!
If you watch if you watch any like even the ones like Donut Operator, he'll blur it out when the police are when the police get into a shootout with the person. He'll blur it out, and even the gunshots, he's like quack 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 quack. He changes the gunshots to quacks.
Or in this case, you could change it to honk, 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 because it's geese, right?
Yep, because they're wild geese.
They're wild geese. Honk, honk.
Yeah.
There you go.
So yeah, they zip them there. They get them.
Oh.
I do see a lot of reaction channels that do blur out the gory stuff, though. That you're right, actually, Gorilla.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, because YouTube will hit them.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when they brought this movie back to, or when they brought it to television, they took out the last 12 minutes, like after they, the end and whatever. And then when you came back to the movie, it was missing 12 minutes because then they went right to the end credits. I was like, what the hell? Yeah.
TV loved to do that crap back then, though, Mikey.
Man, I know.
Don't you remember when they'd show a movie on TV and right at the start, it would say edited for television.
And then you knew you were in trouble.
Then you knew you were screwed. Yeah.
Well, they had to cut down the time.
Yeah,
because they had to get the important thing in the broadcast, which was the commercials. Because don't forget, the commercials are what really matter. The programming is just filler between the commercials, right?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. Well, you got to pay for those. You got to pay for those executives' third mansion somehow.
Well, somebody's got to pay for those, the hookers and the cocaine, right?
I love it. Being blunt on is right to the point.
Anywho, we're finally.
Yeah, but I can think of a lot of things that could cut out of this movie besides the last 12 minutes.
I think they could have edited the first 50 minutes in half and it wouldn't have hurt the film at all.
No.
Way too much padding in the first half of this film, I think.
Yeah.
I also find it hard to believe that to the right side of the sign there, that's something you could actually pronounce.
No, I can't pronounce it. I'm not even going to try.
Oh, vehicles?
Karayote kusa mamma mia? Mamia? Yeah.
No, but how about the English? How about the English that's on the other side of it?
Oh, yeah. All vehicles.
Yeah. That's for the ABBA fans, though, Mikey. Kusa mamma mia. Kusa mamma mia.
All right, let's take it in. Let's stick to the film. All right, so they stick in there, blah blah. They're filled with cyanide.
Guys, come on.
Now, do you think that once they handed the keys to him, do you think they all just left and ran, or do you think that they helped get everybody out?
Well,
I think they helped everybody out.
I think they would probably pass the keys on to the next cell, and then the next cell could pass the keys on to the cell after that.
Oh, there you go.
And so on, right?
Yeah, we don't find out an answer to that, just so you know. So yeah, now they steal all the trucks, blah blah blah. After they cyanided everybody, they're at the airport. They're trying to.
Yeah, Kampala Airport.
Look at that tree. That's a tree.
What? Yeah. What tree? Oh, that one.
Was that not a tree? That looks like a tree.
Yeah,
it's like a pile of dung.
That's a fucking tree, man. Is that a pile of shit? Okay.
I don't know what to follow shit.
I love.
I know termites make those big mounds of theirs that look like shit.
I think that's what it was, is a termite mound.
That could be.
Okay, I concede.
Yeah, those African termites are dangerous.
So they basically go in here, take everybody, buddy out there. Then they get on the radio.
Oh boy.
He's like, I'm just a DJ. I just spin records. Don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
All right, let's see. Mike, hey, Mikey, this one's for you.
Oh, okay, yeah. He's asking when I'm coming back on Discord, and I told him I closed my Discord account a long time ago. So
yeah. And FKHC, he's thinking, that's what I was thinking too, girls. What was I thinking?
The electrified fence.
Yeah.
Yeah, the electrified fence would have made a lot of sense.
I think so.
Well, plot. Yeah. We are a democracy. I thought we were an autonomous collective. Yeah. Yeah, commercials are good because they pay for the programming.
You know, you're the only person, Daniel, I've ever heard state that commercials are good.
That are positive. Yeah.
Well, seriously.
I thought ads were stupid.
Well, here's the thing. I wouldn't mind commercials if they're rememberable, like the Pennzoil one where it's like, think with your dipstick, Jimmy. What? Think with your dipstick, Jimmy. What?
Yeah, or the one where I was named after Mikey the Kid in Life cereal commercial. Yeah, that one is funny as hell.
Or you got that one the old Nokia commercial where the guys are sitting there comparing their phones back and forth until finally the one guy's like, "Well, mine got anti-theft protection." He goes, "Oh, how's that work?" Try taking my wallet. Then the guy bends down to grab his wallet there, and he chucks the phone point blank right in his face. Give me a memorable commercial and funny one.
I just wish they could I wish they could just limit the commercial time, because when I watched TV as a kid in the 60s, when I was, seeing Lost in Space or Man from U.N.C.L.E. or Wild Wild West, those shows were around 50 minutes, right? So you'd have 10 minutes of commercials in an hour. Now, 10 minutes of commercials in an hour is just about the perfect ratio, because it doesn't disrupt the flow of the program or the storyline, right? Because back then you would have like a 1 minute commercial break, and then you'd be back to the show, and then you'd have a 1 minute commercial break, have like 2 30-second ads, and be back to the show. It was almost like you didn't even notice the commercials. Now, I remember when I was tape trading in the 80s, when I first got my first watch of the Invaders sci-fi show with David Vincent. The guy would tape them on the local Seattle channel for me, but I would get the tapes, and the episodes would be cut down to like 42 minutes because all the excessive ads they would show. So we're talking that they were cutting like eight minutes out of an episode, and I could still follow the story. But man, when I finally got the DVDs and watched the complete episodes, it was a hell of a lot better than watching those edited things, I'll tell you. Yeah. So I'm not a fan of commercials. Is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Yeah. And let's see. FKHC says that's a Cuban. And Daniel, I like the BBC way of doing things, showing ads between the shows themselves. Well, there you go.
The only thing wrong with the BBC now is there's no shows I'd want to watch.
Yeah, there isn't anything good right now.
Well, they've killed Doctor Who. Doctor Who's, dead and buried.
Woke. Doctor Who's woke now.
Oh, it's worse than woke. It's like super woke.
Really woke.
Yeah. Well, I hear Disney wants to cancel it because they're so tired of the shitty ratings it's been getting.
Right.
So,
all right, guys, I'll be ready.
Okay, all right.
Oh, it looks like Zeb Walton has stepped away.
Zeb Walton.
Have you noticed Gorilla's calling himself Zeb these days?
I noticed.
It's pretty funny.
Is that a tribute to Will Gear? I don't know.
I have no idea why he changed his name. I'm still wondering why he keeps his Gorilla Censored Thoughts. You know.
Oh yeah, his as well as the title of his channel. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because it could be Gorilla's Random Thoughts, and I kind of thought Random Thoughts was more appropriate, actually.
Yeah, but now since he's being censored and he keeps getting his Walton's episodes shot down for 6 hours.
Well, yeah, I could see that too. I guess it's like, yeah.
Oh yeah. I thought because the one episode we did, which was like it was really done well when he first introduced season 4, and then it was down, right? And so I told Gorilla in Facebook, I said, Gorilla, it's been down for like, it says it's going to be down for like, a period of time. And he says, oh, don't worry, Mikey. He says, it's supposed to be down for like 6 hours and then it comes back. I was like, oh, okay.
Well, Gorilla has said that, what is it, Warner or whoever treats him pretty good, actually.
Warner Brothers? Yeah.
Yeah, whoever has
I still call them a bunch of assholes here, but anyhow, FKCH says the Cuban was the guy at the camp. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. The Cuban. Right.
So, anyhow.
This is Rushton. Put Charlie 1 into effect immediately. That's right. Immediately. What's so surprising about that? Well, route it through any embassies you need. That's your job. Do it.
Yeah, I don't know what Charlie 1 is. They don't explain it. So they break through there.
Don't you love it when some asshole on a telephone 1,000 miles away is telling guys that could die how they should act? Bravo.
Well, you listen to whoever signs your check.
Yeah.
Well, I would say if I wanted the mission to succeed, I'd go, thank you very much. And then I'd hang up and I'd say, fuck him.
Yeah. Yeah. So now they're getting the airport there. They call them in the plane. Then they got told to pass them right on by. So they're getting left behind. So the plane's not even going to land. It's
assholes.
They're getting left behind. The plane has changed.
Not cool.
Yep. See, messages past them. Oh God, this is driving me nuts. How slow this is acting today.
Are you using what player are you using, Gorilla?
No, it's my computer.
No,
now, if you look at this guy's face, doesn't he kind of remind you of like a Sir Anthony Hopkins from that angle?
Little bit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Well, I know it's not him, but
you're not gonna tell me he looks like William Shatner, are you?
No.
He is William Shatner. So, yeah.
Oh my good goodness!
You're telling me that does not resemble William Shatner just a little bit?
No,
Gorilla, no. That's James Bond, except he's
what
in
are you smoking, Gorilla? You're smoking something different than the regular cheap cigars, right?
He's smoking banana leaf.
I had to buy Lucky Straights instead of my usual cheapos.
Okay, I thought you were smoking wacky weed or something.
I said he was smoking banana plants. He's got a banana tree out
there.
Well,
I've heard people sometimes smoke banana peels. They grind them up and they smoke them. So
yes.
Anyway, back at the movie.
Wow.
No. I got one thing to say about that.
I'm a Jew in Nazi-occupied Europe. Fuck you. Fuck the.
Oh, that's great. Gold.
Oh man.
Comedy gold.
I gotta get different. I gotta get some new ones. That one's getting old.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so basically they told him pass on by. They saved $500,000 for a failed mission. Blah blah blah. So basically, $1 million was on the line here, and $1 million in.
Hey, and Gorilla, can you take the chat down because it's blocking the movie?
Now you're asking an awful lot out of me here. Oh, let's see. Daniel says, we all have to look forward to is Doctor Strange 3 Avengers Doomsday Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire will probably be back Shanghai too in the records of time but and finally the Super Mario Bros. Oh, they came up with the sequels for Mario Brothers. Okay,
Wow.
since the Cubans were in Angola for some reason at the time. Oh yeah, they were, weren't they?
Oh, are they really? Oh, okay. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Daniel says, I hope it will be a Luigi Mansions movie. I love Luigi's Mansions. The original game is the best.
Oh.
Maybe. Let's see. Roger Moore is James Bond variant from the multi-universe. Sean Connery is the OG James Bond, and Roger Moore and the rest of the branch realities. And hey, Sherry, welcome.
Hi, Sherry. Yeah, it says the novel this was based on was based upon rumors and speculation. It said following the 1968 landing of a mysterious airplane in Rhodesia, which was said to have been loaded with mercenaries and an African president, in quotes, believed to have been a dying Moisa Shombe. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, he struck a deal with the new leader there, where he still can get his mines and all that. So basically, see, he doesn't need this asshole anymore. This asshole over here. So basically, all the missionaries die. He doesn't have to pay them out.
So I guess they're throwing him to the wolves.
Yeah, they got a whole regiment coming after him.
Yeah.
So they're all headed south to a thing here.
Yeah.
Then the one truck breaks down, and for some reason we get this plane. They're all crossing the river, and they don't make bridges like this anymore. But we got that plane coming in. I can't show too much of this here because of the YouTube censors, but let's just say it takes out about 20-some men. And they're all taking pop shots at it.
So you basically previewed this before you started.
I watched it so I could review it.
Good.
That's what you're supposed to do. Review. So we're supposed to watch doing a review, and we watch them ahead. They're like, I'll have to watch the Three Amigos ahead of time there to do a review of it, unless you want to watch party.
Either way, whatever you want to do.
Well,
I've seen Three Amigos 20 million times.
Well, you paid for it, so you could either have a watch party or a review.
No, I would just do like this.
Yeah. Then they tell the guys to get moving, and they'll meet them on the other. See, here's the thing. They said, well, I'd split up, and they'll meet at a certain point here, but why could they just walk across the dry riverbed to the other side and stick together?
I don't know.
Instead of splitting up, apparently.
Combat situations. They had like 2 technical advisors on this film, supposedly. The one that Tim mentioned, Ian Yule, he was one of those advisors. So that's how he recognized them.
Well, at least when Mikey put something in the chat, it only shows up one time today.
Nice.
Well, whenever we do that cross streaming there, it shows up in every single person's chat. That's cross streaming.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're all pissed off there. They got about another hour to go, blah blah blah, and the plane's still tracking them.
Yeah.
And then so they'll keep like there so. Let me know if any more chats come in, Mikey. Yeah, and this guy gets pissed off. He keeps calling him a kafir, and we know from earlier what that means, which I cannot say. It's the hard R, you know. He says, "Don't call him kafir." Then
Kafir.
Okay.
Oh, wait, that's not the scene.
Me. The only work I'm doing is continuing the battle with the fruit flies in my kitchen.
Yeah. So anyhow, we got this here.
Sounds like boxes or something.
Yeah, it's not me.
Gorilla.
No, it's
No,
Jim.
sorry. It's no. Suzanne is just unloading some groceries.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Like he didn't want to drink, so.
No, wait, Jim's not even here anymore. So I can't blame Jim.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
can't blame Jim.
And FKHC says, plus the South African military was fighting in Angola and Southwest Africa and Zambia. The others, the South African border war.
Yeah.
Okay,
Zambia.
so basically they're pulling in Israel and expanding their borders.
Whoa! Don't compare them to Israel, please.
Oh yeah, no.
Israel's not in it. Oh man, we could talk an hour about this, and I'm not going to. But Israel has never been interested. In fact, Israel should have probably expanded their borders because they'd be safer.
Yeah.
But they really don't want to do that. They're basically on defense mode. You know, they just want to defend themselves at this point.
Well, they've been on the defensive for centuries. Ever since they farmed their land.
It goes back to 1948, 10 years before I was here, when all this modern shit happened, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, if you go back, you know, I mean, I'm sure Larry could fill us in about the biblical ramifications of what happened centuries
Sure
ago,
could.
right, Larry? You know, it's
I definitely could.
complicated. And I don't want to discuss it because we're doing a movie review. So
Yeah.
Right.
that would be a great topic. Like if you guys ever wanted to, you know, I know we probably shouldn't talk politics openly, but if you guys ever wanted to do like a backstage chat about stuff like the political situation in the Middle East, I'd be all for it personally.
There you go.
I would love to talk about it.
Yeah.
So anyhow, they're coming in, they're moving, blah blah blah. It's basically a lot of trying to get. They're trying to head south there to get out of there. But they're getting chased down by son of a bitch.
What happened?
I actually clicked the wrong thing.
Oh no.
Yeah, the South African Film Board said that despite being part of the racist apartheid regime, they did have genuine black South African actors playing key roles in the movie. For example, Winston Nishona, who plays President Limbani, the guy they're trying to save. And Sergeant Jesse, who's played by John Connie. So they're both from South Africa. So they didn't want Afro-American or British Afro-Caribbean characters taking parts. They wanted genuine South African actors.
So you think that was the South African government trying to make themselves look legit by having a couple of South African black people in the movie?
I would imagine.
Yeah, that's my guess.
Yeah. And you'd probably be right.
So I spent many hours thinking about apartheid when I was in my teenage years, and yeah.
Yeah, well, I was only 13 at the time, so I couldn't quite understand it. I mean, I did know that there was a form of racism going on, but I was old enough to know that, but I didn't understand all the ramifications, and then I started watching more history on it, so I was like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get this damn movie done.
Yeah, let's get over it. It's almost done. Come on.
Yeah, we're getting there.
We're almost done.
So anyhow, they're a lot filler. They're getting attacked here. There, blah blah blah.
God, that looks like a very ugly face. He says, "Come on, my pretty, show yourself."
Yeah, they should have with their war face. They don't have their war face on.
See, I never understood this. The bungee charge where they all come running out at one time, and they just sit there shooting them down.
Yeah.
So basically, they're taking out a lot of these African guys, but they're slowly losing one person at one after another here. Slowly,
yeah.
They take off.
So who have we lost so far then? Because you haven't been able to play a lot of that.
Oh, we lost. They lost most of the men there. I can't. I have trouble remembering names here.
Well, what
You did
actors have
say
we
that
lost?
20 of them were killed on that so-called river crossing thing.
Well, what actors have we lost then? I can put it that way.
Burton's still breathing. Look at him; he's right there.
Yeah, he's still alive. Sean Finn or Roger Moore is still alive.
Yeah.
Richard Harris.
Richard Harris still breathing. The president's there.
Already still there.
The German guy is still alive, isn't he?
Yeah, Kruger. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Kruger's
still here.
alive. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all our
We
core
just-
guys then, really.
Yeah.
We
So
just can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
My wife is showing me. We had to take her car and do all that stuff, and we headed home to go to stores around here. But we just, I mean, maybe 5 minutes, if that, we missed a 10-car collision on northbound. Mike knows where I-17 is, by Deer Valley. We would have been right in the middle of that. If we had left 5 minutes later, we would have been. There's 3 seriously injured. We just were there. We were there, not
there. You avoided that by 5 minutes. Damn.
by 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes.
Shit.
One car rolled over. One smashed in the middle of the medium, like half of the vehicle. Yeah. Oh dear God.
Wow. Okay.
What was that? What caused that? A road rage incident?
I don't. Well, they I-17 is closed. Yeah, I see it. It was closed. And they had to get everybody off the freeway because they're closing.
They were closed in both directions. Yeah.
Well, no, just this northbound. They closed a mile and a half. They closed it from the 303 to Carefree Highway, going northbound. They're getting everybody out the freeway, and sure enough, this happened. I mean, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 fire trucks. 1, 2, looks like 2 or 3 ambulances. I mean, we just missed it. We just missed it.
That sounds really bad, Larry. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You know, have you ever guys thought about this though? Like I thought about this for years now. That I could step out of my door to like just go buy a loaf of bread. If I went out 5 minutes earlier or 5 minutes later, something like that, I could end up in something like that and never get home again. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I got chills right now. I literally got freaking chills.
It is the randomness of the universe it can be very frightening at times, can it not, guys?
Yeah, for 5 minutes. Like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally got chills up and down my arms right now.
I mean, even if you hadn't been injured, you would have been in a car wreck. You would have had your car totaled a second time right in like a year.
My wife's new car. It's a Mercedes.
Oh shit. Well, that would have been really bad then. Yeah.
Very bad.
And it's like, well, maybe it's like the universe kind of paying back something, Larry, because you've had so much bad luck since early last year. Maybe the universe took, a little bit of mercy and kindness on you and said, oh, let's let Larry leave 5 minutes later and we'll spare him all the misery, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I have this weird theory that, it's not just maybe it is the Almighty or something, but I have this weird feeling that sometimes the universe just tries to give you these little signs, right? And it says, you pay attention to this because I'm trying to tell you something. I'm the universe. I'm trying to tell you something. And many times I've got these little indications on something that I could have done that I didn't do or I should have done. And the universe tells me, okay, pay attention now. I'm teaching you a lesson.
It was
and
the angels.
Maybe this is the case of that, Larry. It's like sometimes it seems mysterious, but it kind of works out, right?
The angels are watching over us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I hope
look
so.
at
Yeah.
Tim. Look what Tim just said. He said, so the area he lives in has a rail line. If he had his doctor's appointment a day or two later, he would have been on the train that crashed.
It's frightening, isn't it? It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the randomness of life. The randomness.
I know we could have.
Yeah.
I'm literally got chills and I'm shaking, Diane.
Well,
I'm glad
You
you're all
okay,
right,
Larry?
we're all glad you're okay, Larry. Like
All
you
right.
and your wife. We're very, very glad you're okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
What, girl? Thank
You
you.
okay?
I'm just really shaking right now because, I mean, it was a really, really, really bad accident.
It sounds horrible. Yeah. How many ambulances? Like 3 ambulances, you say, or
Yeah,
something?
and several fire trucks, and it's
Oh, it
all.
must. Yeah. Oh, those poor people. There must be a lot of people going to hospital right now.
It was a semi truck involved, Larry.
No semi truck.
No
There was no
semis.
semi truck, was there, involved? There was a
No.
semi truck. You can look it up, Mike. It's
Oh, it's available on local news right now.
it's available. What was that on, Dan? What? No, what news outlet is that? Channel 12, Mike.
Channel 12. Okay.
Hey, if you want to post it in the private chat there, Larry, so we could look at the video or something, maybe.
No, I don't want to look at that. I'm going to send it so I can put it on a private chat. Let's see, I'm going to send it to myself.
All right.
Yeah, we're almost done, Larry. We'll get right
All right.
to it.
Yeah. So
I'll
basically,
put it in
they're going
private
through
chat.
here, and they're all that.
Yeah, so those are the two genuine South African black actors I talked about. John Connie is on the left, and the other guy is on the right. So that plays Limbani.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this guy here, he's giving them a pep talk.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. So. Yeah, so they're getting ready for a whole battalion attack them. This preacher here is pretty much telling them.
Truly believe the rumor. We're a little pressed for time, Father. Yeah, Faulkner. That's right. Don't call me Father, you murdering pig.
Oh yeah, they shot their pig. That's why he's pissed with them and stuff.
Oh yeah, because they needed food.
No, they just shot a bunch. They just shot it.
Oh.
I haven't got time to discuss my finer qualities with you now. Just get those elders in here to have a look at it.
To start it.
Oliver Reed, that would have been bizarre.
Yeah, but it would have been awesome.
Well, I guess he would have fit in with guys like Richard Burton and Jonathan or
Richard Harris.
Richard Harris, because he was a big drinker too, right? So they all could have got smashed together.
Yeah, exactly.
God, what a cast.
So anyhow, we got about half an hour left of the movie here. So anyhow, there's a temporary village. They're talking about they're letting them know the plan. So they're heading out. There are 4 of them heading out there. They're gonna check out the plane. Then after that, they'll go gather the rest of them up.
Yeah, so Finlay was nominated for 1 Oscar back in 1966 for Othello. He was a Best Actor in a Supporting Role nomination for that. He did pass away in 2016. He was 89 years old, and he was in the movie The Pianist with Adrian Brody.
Wow, that's a hat.
Yeah. And that's funny. He played a priest in that one too. he also played Porthos in The Three Musketeers in 1973. That's where I recognized him from. And he was in Life Force in 1985, and then he did Milady's Revenge, The Four Musketeers in 1974. So he did the Musketeers, Finlay. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Oops. So they punched out the pilot there, throw him in. They're all heading towards the thing, carrying him.
Yeah.
So they're all getting attacked on the runway there.
Right.
Wouldn't that be very uncomfortable to be in a hot climate with dark clothes like the priest is wearing?
Well, he's required to wear that.
He must be roasting like a pig on a spit, though.
Yeah, well, I've never seen a priest without the robot.
Well, I guess this was the 70s, so they probably modernized them now. They're probably wearing like shorts and
Well, black slacks, and black t-shirts or dress shirts, but you have to have the white collar out there.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you got to have the white collar.
Yeah, got to show that.
Because then people know you're a priest.
Yeah.
I could definitely see this guy as one of the musketeers. Yep. I definitely can.
So yeah.
Gee,
so now they're getting ambushed. They're getting ambushed here.
Oh no.
They get a bungee charge.
Oh yes.
Where's a good bazooka when you need one?
No, they have bazookas. So they're shooting them up, throwing bazookas, throwing grenades. It's just one big shootout and gun down.
Yeah.
Which of course we can't show because YouTube doesn't want us to have any fun.
Yeah, they don't want to see people actually being shot and torn apart by bazookas.
Well, just seriously, okay. YouTube, there's a long tradition for like 100 years now of violence in cinema. It's not real. It's not real. It's fantasy violence. Okay, YouTube. Oh my god.
Tim's right. He says, "Yep, YouTube is no fun." That answers it in a nutshell.
I keep thinking YouTube must have been, created by Canadians because it's in the no fun.
Yeah,
but unfortunately, it's created by you guys down
the Well, I can see their point too because they don't want to. They want to keep it because they've had complaints, of showing gory stuff there. There's people there's people who have let's just say self-deleted on live on cameras on there. They take a strong stance against anything that depicts any kind of violence.
No. I could understand if you were running a movie about self-deletion that they might get pissed off, but this is about a military conflict. This isn't about self-deletion at all. It's like,
but they got to take a hard stance against all violence, or else they can get faced with they're discriminating against types of violence, or people get shown something violent, then all of a sudden they get held on the thing.
There's no ability to have any range of subtlety from mild violence.
I can't. Well, it just depends there. Like, I can't show like a bunch of people getting gunned down, but I could probably maybe show like a couple scenes where one person was shot, as long as it's not gory.
Okay.
But you can't show a whole scene of people getting gunned down. YouTube will definitely yank the video for that.
Okay, well, let's just get through this thing, and then we can do our reviews.
And I'll show you the video. I'll show you the.
He's going to show you his privates.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Larry's privates. Oh, did I say that? Oh shit.
Yeah, you just said.
Got it! I got it marked.
Well, Gorilla, if I don't give you one good comment per stream, I'm not doing my job, right?
Yeah.
My job.
Yeah, because I still got that clip of you talking about wanting to see Grandma and Grandpa doing it on the kitchen table.
I never said that.
I got it on the channel.
I never said that.
Put it together. Put them both together.
That was AI generated lie.
All right, so FKHC says that's the most moving benediction I have ever heard.
Oh, wow.
Yep, YouTube is no fun.
Oh,
You can see
mother.
you can see real shit, but God forbid you see real war footage on you. Yeah, see, and here's the problem: is they have such vague guidelines. I know I've pissed off a few people at YouTube. It's like what are the guidelines? They're all vague.
Well, this this is what bothers me. I been on YouTube for about 4.5 years now. I think it was right around 4.5 years. It was February of way back when. And I remember seeing a video about the Vietnam War, right?
Yeah.
And I remember seeing a video of the Vietnam War where there was like maybe this boy was like he was maybe 10 years old, and he had his basically he had his jaw shot off.
Yeah.
This poor kid had no lower face. His jaw was gone.
But was it after he got shot, or did they actually show him getting shot?
They didn't show him getting shot, but they show him
Yeah.
the blood. They showed
Yeah.
the blood pouring out of his head, and we all, they knew, right? The people doing, filming it knew he was going to be dead in a couple of minutes from blood loss because he had no jaw. I mean, it was the most horrific, gory thing I had ever seen, and I never want to see it again. But there was like a 10-year-old boy at the end, before he even got to live, at the end of his life, because some asshole fucking put a hand grenade, I don't know, grenade, whatever they did. They blew the fucking kid's jaw off. And if you've ever seen anybody with their jaw blown off, it's not a pretty thing to see.
Yeah.
And I could have nightmares if I think about it too much. But that was on YouTube. Thousands of views.
Yeah.
Go figure, right?
Hey, I just don't have the ability to lawyer up and fight stuff like that, too, there.
But I just don't get it, Gorilla. Like, some of the crap I've seen on YouTube is way, like, is actually real life horrific. We just joke around and have fun. We never, like, show real life, horror like that.
Yeah.
We're always talking about movies or something, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I don't get it, man.
You two officials are definitely two-faced, Tim. Yeah, you can see the guy get cut in half by a car, for God's sakes. Yeah, it just depends. It depends. It just depends on, because I've seen more. There's a reason, like the art store historian and animated history do it that way. Is that way they don't get, because they've had their stuff flagged. Even though it's animated violence.
Right.
Yeah, but you don't want to see animals get hurt either. Like, I was in a car. I was in a car with my mom and my brother.
Yeah.
And we saw a dog that wasn't locked down in the back. It was one of those, pop open back trucks. And the dog just flew right out of the truck, got smashed into by a car and cut in half. So,
Yeah. So,
I had to watch that.
Mikey says, yes, I know. They have some action series edited, but few do get by with death's totally evident.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Connie.
Yeah.
Hey, Connie.
Bless
Hey
you.
again, Connie. Hope your birds are doing well.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah.
I need to go see Connie Curry's.
Yeah.
Milkshake.
Tweet, Connie.
Yeah, so the last year is just like shooting back, a lot of shooting.
Are you kidding? We finally get some action in this damn film.
Yeah.
Wow, it only took like 2 hours to get there, but hey, I'm for it.
Yeah, everybody's getting cut down.
Oh no.
Yeah, so they're trying to get the plane off the ground. They're going to cover the airstrip. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Wow.
What was that one that this kind of reminds me of? That came out around the same time. PvP, wasn't it the raid at Entebbe? That was the other one.
Well, the thing was, the raid at Entebbe was based on an actual real life story, right?
Yeah, it was.
Because was that raid on? Was that the Israeli military went in and saved a bunch of Israeli citizens that were trapped on a plane by some rebel group that were going to murder them all?
Yeah, they were a terrorist group that forced their plane and they got it landed in the raid. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the special ops for the Israeli military went in and they saved the day, right? From what I remember, and that was on the news. That's real life shit, like real life.
Yeah, that was stuff that was there, but people got.
And then they made of course. Then they made the movie, right, Mikey? So yeah.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'll show you shit after this is over with, and then we'll dig out my privates, and you'll see what I have.
Okay. Now Larry First of all, he's going to show us excrement, and then he's going to show us his privates. Like,
yeah,
I don't know, Larry. I'm starting to wonder about you, man.
I mean, that's,
All right.
that's what the doctor ordered, BDT.
Okay, well, if the doctor ordered it, then I will comply.
All right.
All right. All right. So anyhow, they're getting the plane loaded up, and there's the Banshee charge, and they're trying to get him loaded up. That guy's dead.
Oh,
the poor sergeant died.
the drill sergeant wasn't tough enough to survive.
Oh.
Well, they told him to leave it behind.
Poor gorilla. He's
no-
jealous.
Yeah, leave him behind.
Poor gorilla.
Yeah,
but
more and more people are getting gunned down as they're trying to get onto the plane here. They're all running as the plane's running down the taxiway.
No.
Oh, is this African? Nope. I won't say it. Never mind. Never mind.
What?
Beep, 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 beep.
Wait, what were you going to say, Larry? What were you going to say?
Beep, 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 beep. They were all trying to climb on the plane while it tries to fly off and all that stuff. Doesn't sound like something that already happened.
Oh, you're talking Afghanistan?
Thank you. I didn't say it. You said it. I said it. You said it. Yeah.
Yeah. See, this is the only time Sandy calls Colonel Faulkner Allen instead of Sir. Yes, sir. Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, welcome, Curtis. Welcome. So driving
Curtis.
at work while listening, left to like and share to. Thank you, Curtis. We're all.
Thank
Curtis, you should not have to be working on Saturdays, buddy.
That's not
That's
happening.
wrong. Nobody should work on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Or Sundays.
So anyhow, they're taking off on the plane there. Oh, then the one guy, you know,
that guy was
they're
sleeping.
getting chased down they're chasing down the thing here.
Yeah, he missed out because he was napping.
That's the guy whose son he said he'd come back, but he's getting left behind because he got injured there, and he wants him to shoot him there so he doesn't get tortured. So
he doesn't want to be tortured.
he complies.
All right, music.
Oh, wait, James Bond is flying the plane? That makes sense.
So they got very little fuel. They're heading to South Rwanda there. There's only 13 of them left out of the 50.
Yeah.
They say he's getting worse. He's bleeding out. So they need a statement to him to prove that he's alive.
Yeah.
F10. How do you make two?
What do you want, Faulkner?
You're a very bad conversationalist.
Oh, please
How
forgive
do you
me. I had a
count?
rather tiresome evening.
I heard. I was in the drawing room.
It's like some great back and forth though. I loved the scene. I will say that.
Yeah. I gotta say, good dialogue goes a long way to make a movie enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Stuart Granger plays a great role here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a really good actor. Like, he doesn't get much to do in this movie, but when he is in the movie, he's really good.
Well, you know, his favorite fan is none other than Sir Roger Moore. So, because he didn't get to work with Granger in any of the scenes, he was really pissed.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah.
All right. So,
how did you get in here?
I took a crash course in how to trip burglar alarm wires.
That's funny.
And I'm sure you're dying to know how I got out of Rhodesia and back into England.
I am indeed.
Now, Rhodesia is a real country they mentioned there.
Yeah, it is.
Where's that at?
Rhodesia?
It's in Africa.
Okay.
It's in West Africa.
Okay, West Africa. Okay.
Hey, I don't have a freaking African map in front of my face right now. Jesus Christ, man, give me a break, dude.
It's like the third largest. It's the second largest continent. I need a little bit more information.
Yeah.
Third largest.
I thought, okay, whatever. No, I'm not an expert on African stuff. Okay.
Plus tax.
Anyway, I'm still waiting for Larry to show us excrement and private parts. So.
Yeah. I went to the details with you all night. Let's just say it wasn't easy.
No, I'm sure it wasn't.
No, it wasn't easy.
You are a remarkable man, Faulkner. I have contracts out on you everywhere.
When I have time, I'm going to grow a mustache and buy myself a pair of dark glasses.
That was good.
That's
Yeah,
great.
that's like the classic like spy thing too. You know, just add a mustache and glasses. All of a sudden, gee, nobody recognizes you.
Well, it's like you ever watched the '78 movie of Christopher Reeve Superman?
No.
It's like, oh God, you haven't seen Superman?
Oh wait, I might have seen it. Is that the one where they spend like 6 hours flying around and you get like 2 minutes of action?
No. That's a great. Okay, put that on the. We got to put that in the watch list.
Yeah, definitely the Superman, but we got to put in the Richard Donner cut.
Well, no,
Yeah.
you're talking about the second movie. I'm talking about the first movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the first movie has a cut also.
Well,
Right.
I've heard the original. I want to watch the original because I've heard the Donner cut has its issues.
All right, we'll talk about about Superman later here. Let's keep on going on this.
Yeah, let's get this thing over with. Good Lord.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I have my
I'm getting
own
tired.
contract to worry about.
On me?
That's why I'm here.
Perhaps we could make an arrangement.
Yes, we can.
Oh no, suck that,
You owe-
dude.
Yeah, well, he already had a reach with them.
Me a great
Yeah, he just told him he's gonna fucking kill him because he has contracts out all over the world. I'd say, okay, Mickey. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
well,
blow
isn't
you
the
away.
asshole you originally made the contract worth that was worth over $1 million that they failed? They still got 500,000.
Yeah.
I just
Also,
shoot
there
the.
are
I
11
just shoot the
other men
fucker.
still living. I haven't even counted the widows and orphans yet.
All right, so yeah,
No,
that's pretty much the end of it. So then he meets with this kid there, and he walks off with them into the woods, which I'm getting some weird vibes from, but that's a whole different song.
You want to rephrase that? He walks out through the woods with the kid. Please, Gorilla.
He did.
Yeah, he did. He walked
He
with the
did.
kid into the woods.
What do you think the YouTube algorithm's thinking right now?
I don't know. They propped up Epstein pretty darn good. Alrighty,
Wow.
so we'll start with Mikey here. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, it's one of those kind of like war/spy genre type films. I was really surprised. I wish that Sir Roger Moore had gotten a lot more acting, screen time on it. But I guess for the few moments that he actually was in it, I really liked that. And it's kind of cool because it took him away from his James Bond persona. And I did like seeing Richard Burton and Richard Harris both sirs on the same, and Stuart Granger, because I remember all of their past performances in other films. I gave it a straight up B the first time I saw it with my dad and mom and everybody. So, yeah, it's good. It's decent.
All right.
I like it.
All right, Larry, how about you?
I've seen it years ago. I can barely remember. I know I came in a little late. I just want to say, yeah, like Mike was saying about the type of movie it is and the genre. I mean, I was really little when I saw it. My mom was a big Richard Harris fan. But yeah, I would give it probably a B plus because, for this time, what was it, 1978? I think, if I remember right.
1978. Well,
That was
it
the
came
year.
out the
Yeah.
same time as we just mentioned that PvP, the original Superman, came out the
Yeah,
same year.
yeah. So I was about 13 years old, and I remember the movie. I just haven't seen it since I was about that age. And it's a great movie. It is kind of like a little spy thing, and I was waiting for it because I remembered how the ending was, and I wanted to see PvP's reaction. So I guess we ended up seeing that.
Oh,
But yeah,
you might not want to see it.
well, I'll show you mine.
We don't have Germ here today, so I'm going to take Germ's role.
Okay, I'll give it about a B plus because I love their acting. I love Richard Burton and especially Richard Harris, is a phenomenal actor.
Yes.
So thank you, girl.
Yeah.
So PvP.
What's your thoughts?
Oh God. I'm not going to be. Maybe I'm not being totally fair because I haven't watched the movie. Because I thought, looking at Gorilla's thumbnail when it said "watch party and review," I thought we'd actually have a watch party where we'd watch the damn movie. And then I realized when I came on here on the panel, Gorilla says, "Oh no, it's just a review." I'm like, "Well, I haven't fucking watched the movie, Gorilla." And he's like, "That's okay, just hang around and you can throw suggestions back and forth or whatever." So, but I got enough of the gist of what the film was from Gorilla playing a few scenes over the last couple hours. I'm not impressed, I gotta say. When I compare this to a film like Guns and Navarone, which I think is a really great film with a great cast, it falls far short. Whereas Guns takes like maybe 15 or 20 minutes to assemble the cast and solidify the mission against the Germans to destroy those guns. This thing takes almost an hour to solidify the cast and set up the storyline and the premise, and I'm so bored at that point. And then for an action movie, how much action did we actually get in this 2 hour and 15-minute movie? Very, very, very freaking little action.
Yeah.
As much as I thought the actors were great, I love the cast. I mean, great actors, great cast. But I also say very much miscast because if you're going to have a commando squad unit, the best of the best, the elite guys, most of them are not going to be in their 50s at least. They're too old. They were too old. I couldn't believe most of these guys would ever get in a commando unit at their age. So that took me out of the movie big time, actually, to be honest. And I just thought, there was for 2 hours and 15 minutes, there was was there 15 minutes of action in this thing? Like
something like
I was
that.
I was bored out of my mind actually, and I didn't even watch it. I just watched the clips that Gorilla showed, and I was still bored. So when I compare this to something as fabulous as Guns and Navarone, this thing comes up way short. I got it. I'm giving this one a. I'm giving this one a. I'm giving this. I'm giving this a D. I'm giving it a D. I think it's boring. I think it doesn't really matter. I think if you want to watch, there's probably. Well, let's put it this way: if I was born in 2015 and I was a little kid, or 2025, if I was born in 2025 and I was still in diapers, and I had to grow up and I had to watch the cultural legacy of the filmmaking of the Western world and even the Eastern world, because there are a lot of great films out of Japan too. Where would I start? Because even at my age, and I've seen a lot of stuff, there's still dozens of movies on my watch list I haven't
What about
seen.
Snow Goose? Snow Goose by Richard Harris.
I haven't seen that. Once
Oh
again,
my gosh, it's about a lighthouse keeper right by the ocean and stuff
but
like that.
that's what I'm saying, Larry. It's like there's too many good movies I have not seen, and I think I think this is a very mediocre film. That's why I'm giving it a D. And I would almost go, what was the Gorilla when it's like a fuck you out of 10 or whatever, Gorilla?
What?
Fuck you out of 10?
He said "fuck you" out of 10.
Yeah.
He just told you "fuck
I'm not
you."
telling Gorilla I want to. Girl, I'm not saying I want to fuck you. I'm saying I'm movie rating. Fuck you out of 10.
Yeah, but that's like for the lowest of the lowest. That's for like Section 31 and queer and what's that? Sake and stuff.
Don't mention that crazy ass Section 31 bitch. Come on, please don't mention it.
Okay. I'm giving it a D then. I think a D is reasonable.
Come on, that last scene it brings it up above an F at least. But no, I thought this movie, it had a very slow start. You know, got to introduce the characters. I couldn't remember the names of half the characters because they don't say very much. You know, there's a few slow scenes, and it really picked up the last 45 minutes there. We had a great ending there, so I'm gonna give this one here a C plus.
There you go.
Okay.
Well, I can you play that? Can you play that fuck you video again, please?
Oh, the little Stewie.
With the
That's the way I feel.
Say, extend your arm. Extend your middle finger. Very good.
Thank you, girl. That's exactly the way I feel about giving this thing a C plus. I'm sorry, but I just found this film. This film is extremely boring.
I'm trying to
And
make a
it is-
square. Really am. I'm really trying to make a square.
But I mean, sir, you guys have seen. I know. Well, poor Gorilla hasn't seen Guns. Larry, Mikey, you've seen Guns of Navarone, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Now, do you think Guns of Navarone is a vastly superior film to this?
Oh, I think it's a great war film.
Yeah,
I think Guns of Navarone is a masterpiece, personally.
It's a very good war film.
It's way better.
You know what I was thinking of? You know what I was thinking of? Actually, this was one other film I was thinking of. Maybe Larry might agree with me, but The Dirty Dozen. They used,
There's
criminals and
another
stuff like
film.
that.
That's a good movie.
Dirty
Yeah.
Dozen, but the thing is,
And I was
films like
thinking
Dirty
that Wild
Dozen-
Geese must have tried to borrow from that for some reason.
The thing is, though, Mikey, films like Dirty Dozen and Navarone, they don't sit on the pot. They get they get the shit going right away, right? Within like 10 or 15 minutes. This thing took 50 minutes to get going.
Typical British time.
I'm sorry. I was bored. I was so bored. I wanted to take a nap by the time I was
Totally
halfway through
understand.
this. I'm sorry.
Totally understand. Yeah.
Let me read this for the movie Snow Goose. We go from Wild Geese, Snow Goose to Wild Geese. It's at the beginning of the Second World War in Essex fishing village. A young orphan finds a snow goose wounded by a shotgun. At the same time, she gets to know Philip, whatever the last name, a hunchback artist who lives in solitary life in an abandoned lighthouse in the marshlands. With his help, Bertha manages to nurse the bird back to flight, a fairy tale into which tragedy smuggles the day Philip decides to come on a rescue of British soldiers caught in a trap of the Dunkirk battle. So it's a very, very great movie called Snow Goose with Richard Harris.
Yeah,
I'm surprised you guys never heard of it.
Well,
I've never
but later
heard of
on, when Christopher Nolan did Dunkirk, that's a great film.
Well, Dunkirk's good. It's good, but this movie
I love Dunkirk.
is probably one of Richard Harris's best performances ever.
The Wild Goose. Okay.
Snow Goose.
Snow Goose. Sorry.
No Goose.
Hey,
Snow
Larry.
Goose.
Yes.
Larry, you should just put it on a watch party list on your channel.
Yeah, Snow Goose. Yeah.
Just put it on a watch party list and we'll get around to it in a couple of months or something, right?
Yeah, about next year. No.
Well, I'm just saying.
Make sure, Larry, make sure that you do Dunkirk too. Do Christopher
Yeah.
Nolan's Dunkirk.
Yeah,
Really
I've seen that.
fantastic. It's epic. It's
You
awesome.
you guys have seen Bridge Over the River Kwai, of course.
Oh,
right?
gosh.
Oh yeah, the bridge over the River Kwai.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's another classic war movie. Yeah.
I love seeing that bridge blow up.
And you've seen Pat. I assume you've seen Patton. Patton's another
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Patton,
That was
yep.
pretty good.
Pat was good.
Well,
I'm not a big war film person. I'm not a really huge.
Well,
war
the Green
film, even though-
Berets with John Wayne. Come on.
That was good. That was
No,
really
but
good.
that's
That's a no-brainer on that one. The Green Berets. That's
I
you know.
mentioned the gorilla before we started the stream, even because I was the
Oh,
first.
sorry,
one to
Daniel.
age. I'm not a big war movie guy either, right? It's just
Yeah.
like my knowledge of war movies is like Patton, Bridge on the River Kwai, Guns of Navarone. Like it's very limited. Like, I'm not a big war guy, right?
Yeah. No, I'm not either. I like the history about it, but I'm not a real big sitting there watching.
Yeah.
There's got to be a good story to it, and that's what's factual. Like the Hurt Locker that Catherine Bigelow directed and won Best Director.
Yeah, that was with Renner, right? Yeah, Jeremy Renner.
Yes.
Yeah, that was good. I liked Hurt Locker.
That was a good movie. That has story to it, and that was about real life.
Hey, she won the Oscar for that.
Yep, she did. First Oscar. My boss ended up winning an Oscar.
No.
Yeah, for the picture and for her director. Yeah.
I haven't seen that movie.
You need to see Hurt Locker, but Larry, put that as part of your Hurt Locker for sure.
How good it's supposed to be, but I've never seen it.
Oh my gosh, the Hurt Locker is amazing.
Well,
I can see why Catherine won it.
If you guys want to add it to a watch party sometime, I'm
oh
there.
yeah. Larry
I'll
can
put it down.
Sure.
Put it down.
Hurt Locker.
But yeah, it's one I've always wanted to watch, but I just always had some other shit to do, and I never watched it.
Did you ever see? Speaking of war films, did you ever see Saving Private Ryan, Gorilla?
I haven't seen that either.
Oh, come on!
I haven't.
It's great.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's fantastic. Spielberg's reenactment of like the entire landings on Omaha Beach and Juneau and Sword. Oh my God!
I've heard about it.
Oh,
hey, Gorilla.
I've heard it, but
Hey,
that's
Gorilla.
another one I'd like to do a watch party with you
Saving
guys.
Private Ryan.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Gorilla.
Gorilla.
Hey, wake up. Wake up.
Are we ready to go see Larry?
Are we going to go backstage so I
there
can
to
show
get
PvP my privates?
Yeah, we're gonna go backstage, Gorilla, because we have some private stuff to discuss.
Wake
just
up.
here, Curtis says, twat.
What?
And Mikey's great right on, Curtis.
My goodness.
And yeah, we're done reviewing the movie there, Daniel. So thank you, Dan.
Daniel, you got to show up on time. That's the key right there, guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't show up at the end of the stream and expect to get much out of it.
Yeah. So thank you, Daniel's Hot Topics, for coming. Thank you, Curtis Selby, for coming. He has a political channel. I will say that's the politest chat that you'll ever see. He answers all the chats there. He tries to see both sides. So make sure to check out Curtis Selby. And thank you, FKCH2005, for coming. He does. He has a couple videos on his channel, so make sure to check him out. This movie review is courtesy to him. And thank you, Kai Clear, for coming. We'll get to your movie here sometime this week that you picked out, Wild Hogs, to review.
Yeah.
That one won't be a watch party; it'll be a review.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, there's some funny parts.
Yeah. Thank you to the lovely Sherry for coming. She has some shorts and stuff on her channel, so make sure to check her out.
She's good.
And while I'm scrolling here, Mikey, promote yourself.
Okay, so at Mikey Seuss 4, as you know, myself and beautiful Suzanne here have been under the weather lately, but we're starting to recover. Next Saturday on the 15th, Sci-Fi Sifdan and I will be reviewing the next Star Trek fan film we reviewed, which is Star Trek Renegades, which was also directed by Walter Koenig, assisted by Tim Russ. And then the following Saturday, on the 22nd, we'll be reviewing the Star Wars fan film Kenobi. It's about a 15 to 20 minute filler. It's supposed to explain Obi-Wan Kenobi's time on Tatooine before he comes across Luke Skywalker. So it should be pretty good. And then we're going to do a post-Valentine's Day stream, hopefully on the 16th. I'm not going to say for sure, but on the 16th, we want to do a post-Valentine's for everybody, for for couples and fathers and mothers and all that. So something to look forward to. And then we'll continue our weekly webcam series starting on February 17th. So remember, expect the unexpected, everybody, here at Mikey Seuss 4.
right.
There you go, Gorilla.
Thank you. Thank you, Travel with Lisa MH, for coming. Mikey, does she have anything on her channel?
Yeah, Travel with
she
Lisa
does.
MH actually does have some great content there, including some videos she shot over there at Buckingham Palace with the guards and everything. So,
Ooh,
yeah,
nice.
check it out. She's got some awesome video there. Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, thank you. And thank you to the Canadian Spider-Man for coming. He has his Thursday travel talks there where he spent the majority of his youth traveling around the world. He's got tons of pictures. He got the scuba diving videos, and he also has his bonfire chat. So make sure to check him out. And thank you, Alternative World Sorcerer Dan, for coming. He does a couple watch parties a week there, and then he also has his AI crossover ideas there. So make sure to check him out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got 2 channels, right? Yeah.
Thank you, Cam's Crash Courses, for coming there.
Hey, Cam.
All right, Larry, what do you got going on?
Besides my privates, let's see.
And the shit.
I'm still a little shaken up about what my wife told me about. We just missed.
That, Larry.
Yeah, that's crazy because then it brings back what happened last year. But what I got coming up, what I got coming up is tomorrow. I got the Avengers, and Gorilla's going to be there for that. Then on Monday, and Mike's going to be there. On Monday, I have Born in an East LA. You know, what's happening?
What's happening?
So
you know, one of the
we're
funniest moments in that movie is when he comes out of the sewer.
Right. So we're going to be doing a watch party and review on that.
That'd be good.
Then we got some other things going to be coming up, and you guys have to stay tuned. Come check out the channel, and you'll see what's all happening. So what's happening, Gorilla? Thank you.
And remember, Larry, always be yourself.
All right, thank you. And PvP, you want to promote yourself?
Yeah, we got the music channel,
shadows.
tons of music, lots of playlists, albums, videos. So if you like basically anything from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, there's probably some music on there for you to listen to. Haven't added anything in a while because real life stuff has been taken over. And other than that, I'm hoping to get Dark Shadows streaming going sometime this month, and whenever because Larry's going to help me out go another run through because I'm not very good at this stuff. So
yeah, we got to do another run through, and also I forgot to add on the 12th we're going to be doing a giveaway for the 700 subscribers party.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun. What time are you planning that for, Larry?
That is going to be let's check here. 7:30 my time, 6:30 PvP's time. So basically, I think 9:30.
9:30 Eastern. Yeah, you're 2 hours behind us, Larry.
Yeah,
correct.
9:30.
So 8:30 Gorilla's time.
Yeah, I should be able to make that. What time you doing the Avengers stream tomorrow, Larry?
Let's see the Avengers. Let's check my schedule here.
Because you keep changing the days and the times.
Yeah, well, I had unfortunately tomorrow at 5:30 p.m.
Your time?
Yes, my time.
Okay, so 7:30.
So it's 4:30 my time then.
4:30, correct.
Right. Okay.
There we go.
All right. As for me, tonight will be. No, wait. I don't think I got anything scheduled for tonight here. So, I might do a cigar lounge. You're that at the wild, the Wild Hog. Or Three Amigos review. I still have to watch that movie though, unless we just turned it to a watch party.
This is you can put it in a watch party. That's fine with me, but it's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah. All right. So okay. So we'll do. So if because I do want to get some stuff done around the house here. I'll do. But if I get it done tonight, it'll be a Three Amigos watch party, there that I could get Wild Hogs done sometime during the week here.
Okay,
Good.
when's that going to happen? Because
we got
When
5:30
do
tomorrow.
you think they're Gorilla?
if it's doing tomorrow, that's fine. But I'm kind of
No, tonight it'd be like that. Maybe 7 or 9.
Yeah, let's do that tonight.
Yeah, I gotta get some stuff done first here.
Well, I got to make my thumbnail because I'm going to restream it.
Yeah,
All right, well, make the thumbnail and I'll let you know for sure what time it will be. I'll get you the link as soon as I make it.
There's one last thing I wanted to add real quick too. In case anybody's interested in the playlist for Mikey Sue's 4, I just finished my 2800 music video. So I have 2,800 music videos on there, which are just under Mikey Sue's 4's favorite songs and themes. They are right there. So if you ever get a chance to listen to those on occasion, check it out. Because it took me a lot of work to put all those songs together. And some of my friends are on there too that I grew up with back in Arizona.
Have you decided
over there? Yeah.
Right. Have you decided to put like your watch parties in one playlist, your live in another playlist, and stuff like that?
I did think about that, Larry. I actually have them listed under the live streams and other themes. Those are where all the watch parties and everything are there. They're right there.
Oh, okay. And PvP, what were you going to say?
Not much. I'm just. I don't know if girl's going to do anything. Well, I didn't sleep well last night, so I'll probably take a nap before.
Take a nap before the Three Amigos movie.
Yeah. What time are you guessing, Gorilla, that'll be later?
Probably
today?
closer to the 9 because it's already closer to 5 here, and I'm hungry.
So you're talking 7 o'clock my time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get the thumb.
I might be able to do that. I got some groceries in the kitchen. I got to put away anyway. So, I'm just I've been feeling really tired lately, but I'm not going to go into that on the live stream.
Boy, this was quick and easy.
Yeah, this cold has really knocked us out.
All right.
Zan's been.
Are we going back?
I want to share this.
Guys.
Can I share this?
Are we going backstage or?
Yeah.
No, I can share it on backstage, Gorilla. I want to show you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to share something on backstage too.
Yeah. So, all right. I'm not sure on Tuesday, Wednesday yet. You got everything planning out there. Thursday we'll be starting Firefly.
Yes, Firefly. Yeah.
Now he's away.
All right.
I got a question. I got a question. Have all of you guys seen Firefly before?
Yes.
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 Okay.
All right.
I was hoping we'd get a rookie that had never seen it, and that would have been fun, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Friday, I'm going to be doing the Waltons there, and I'm not sure about next Saturday. So with that, everyone. Oh, Daniel said, I just found out that the U is building another Tower of Babel. I'm scared. Don't listen to everything you hear, Daniel.
Yeah,
it's probably a bunch of crock.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, all right. Have a good night, everybody.
Friday is the emergence. Right. See you guys. Take care.
Good night. Good
I was
night.
very sorry.